The comic unfolds in the present day, and Batman narrates that Gotham has fallen silent, the night is no longer broken by the sound of crime, and no criminals are hanging around stealing and chasing women. He exclaims that it was his dream to see Gotham like this, but this is a nightmare. It is a silence of fear. Batman narrates that their world is now ruled by the iron fist of a man of steel. The scene shifts to past and Superman suddenly wakes up like he heard something. Lois also wakes up and Superman smiles. We realize that Lois is pregnant and Superman will be a dad because he heard the sound of 2 heartbeats from the same person. Clark gets up and starts thinking about the future. He says that he should contact Star Labs because there are few people he trusts. He was happy and grateful, yet he was little anxious about the future of his kid. He exclaims that they should leave Metropolis and settle in Smallville, so that they can raise their kid. Suddenly Lois throws a book at Clark because he was not listening to her. However, he asks Lois if she threw a book at him and Lois responds that she should throw some hard object on him. They both hug each other and share a beautiful moment. Suddenly Lois receives a call from Daily Planet. She got a tip to check at the docks. Clark asks her if he should come with her. Lois responds that there is no need for doing that. She sarcastically tells Superman that maybe he just cares for the baby because she does not remember him being this protective before. She says that his plan is finally apparent because he came to this planet only to breed and he met a most beautiful woman on this planet. Clark exclaims that he will be worried for her, so she tells him that Jimmy will be with her, so don't worry. They share an intimate moment with each other and Lois leaves. The scene shifts to Batman, who was fighting with criminals. Superman was standing at the corner and asks Batman about what he is doing in the Metropolis. Batman responds that he heard that something was stolen from the Star Labs, so he is on the way. Superman tells him that when is done from fighting, meet him at the top. Superman approaches Batman and informs that he has a news. Batman says, Lois is pregnant. Superman was shocked because Batman already knew. Batman tells Superman that he is sweating and his pupils are dilating, his left hand is shaking. He tells Superman that he does not show any sign of fear or stress and last he was in this condition because of Doomsday, but Batman knows it not Doomsday. So that's how he guessed that Lois is pregnant. The scene shifts to docks where Lois and Jimmy were waiting for someone to show up, but suddenly someone in a suit appears and shoots Jimmy. Superman tells Batman that he will be a godfather. Batman was happy for Superman and he was surprised, and Superman notices there was a little smile on Bruce's face because his best friend is going to be a father. On the other hand, we witness that it was Joker who killed Jimmy. Harley and Joker kidnaps Lois. Next morning Superman comes to docks and he looks at dead Jimmy, but there was Joker card beside him. Moreover, something was stolen from Star Labs. It was piece of kryptonite and scientists were experimenting on it for good purpose. Batman tells them that now that kryptonite is in the hands of monster. Suddenly Superman comes there and informs Batman that he can't see Lois. He gives Joker card to him and begs for help. When Batman hears that Lois is missing, he calls every single Justice League member and informs them to look for a woman. Green Arrow asks about why they all look for just one woman. Batman tells everyone that she is one of us and her name is Lois. When Wonder Woman hears her name, she speeds up and Batman orders her to look for Lois at docks. Batman calls Flash and before he finishes his sentence, Flash was standing in front of him. Batman orders him to search every single inch of Metropolis, while Superman is scanning from above, explore everything that is made of lead. Flash takes less than a second and comes back. He informs Batman that he should see something. He picks up Batman and they both enter in a small lab. There was a dead body of Scarecrow sitting on a chair. On the other hand, Wonder Woman catches someone at docks and he informs her that Joker and Harley hijacked submarine and they are not in Metropolis. Superman does not waste a single second and scans the water. He sees the submarine. He dives in water and takes out a whole submarine. He rips the door open and enters the submarine. Joker and Harley were performing experiment on Lois. Suddenly a gas spreads inside of the submarine and Superman feels weird. Suddenly he witnesses Doomsday in front of him. Superman tries to protect Lois and his child from Doomsday. He grabs him and starts flying towards the space. Joker tells Harley to leave this place. Harley refuses because she exclaims that she gave a name to this submarine. Joker gets out of the submarine and orders Harley to leave this nonsense. Suddenly a huge green hand grabs both of them and Green Lantern says that Grunter is a very terrible name for the submarine. Wonder Woman and Batman also come there and Joker makes fun of Batman for being carried on Flash's shoulder. Batman enters inside of the submarine and tells Flash to stay outside. He asks Joker about the Lois and Wonder Woman says that her rope will take out the truth but Batman refuses because he knew that Joker will lie at this point. Joker tells Batman that he already knows the truth, he just has to look carefully. Batman angrily asks Joker about Lois and he announces that he used her as a trigger. Batman orders Flash to check the submarine but Joker tells them not to bother because the missile is not there and when the heartbeat of Lois stops, every heartbeat in Metropolis will stop too. Batman realizes that Joker used a gas to trigger the fear of Superman and he tells him to stop because what he is looking at is not real. Meanwhile Superman was taking Doomsday to the space, so that he can protect his wife and children. Superman stops for a second and Joker sarcastically says that Lois was pregnant and receives a punch from Batman. Now two heartbeats coming from one person stops and Superman realizes that Lois is dead and it was Lois not a Doomsday. When the heartbeat stops, a bomb gets triggered and explodes, the whole Metropolis destroys and every single person dies. Justice League members witness the explosion. Batman asks Joker why he took his wife and children from him, moreover his city is destroyed too. Joker was just spitting nonsense. Batman asks Joker about why he brought Superman into this. Whatever happens is between them. Joker exclaims that he wanted to win a fight because whenever he plays with Batman, he loses but now he tried this on Superman. On the other hand, Flash and Green Lantern saves remaining people from Metropolis and Green Lantern asks Flash about Superman. Flash tells him that Superman is still in the Metropolis and only he can stand there because there is too much radiation. Meanwhile Wonder Woman approaches Superman and he starts crying that he killed his wife and son. Wonder Woman tells Superman that he is not responsible for this because Joker did all of this. Superman asks her to keep Lois safe and he will be back, while Superman was flying. Green Lantern approaches him. Superman asks about the location of Joker. Green Lantern informs Superman that Batman took Joker to the Gotham prison and Superman increases his speed. Green Lantern uses his powers and traps Superman but Superman asks him to let him go. When Green Lantern does not listen, Superman uses his power and breaks the trap. He again tries to stop Superman but Superman angrily asks him if he thinks that he could stop him with the most powerful weapon in his finger. Green Lantern threats him but Superman uses his super speed to take out his ring and Green Lantern starts falling from the sky. He tries to inform Batman but Superman catches him and he tells Superman not to do anything that he would regret that later. Superman says that he already did that and flies. Joker tells Batman that someone took everything from him and look what he became. Batman responds that Superman is a god who deluded himself into believing he is a man and just think about what he will become. Batman tells Joker that there are some things even he can't corrupt and Superman entered the Gotham prison. Superman breaks through the wall and grabs Joker. Superman punches him and brutally kills Joker. Now the scene shifts to Harley Quinn who is being taken by the police to the prison, but she kills the cop and takes over the car. While she is driving the car, she hears the news about Superman killing Joker and they also inform that Superman might also kill Harley Quinn but Harley shoots at the radio and starts driving. However, she enters in a building and wears her costume, but Green Arrow was already there and she asks him about how he finds her, and he tells her that she crashed a police car outside and she is not even keeping a low profile. Suddenly she throws a small bomb at Green Arrow and it explodes. While Green Arrow was on the ground, she takes her hammer and hits him but it was a fake hammer. Then she takes out a pistol and she was about to shoot him but he shoots an arrow at her gun but she asks him to do it again. This time he shoots an arrow and she gets trapped. He drags her to his car and she asks him if he believes that she deserves to die. Green Arrow exclaims that he believes that no one deserves to be executed. He tells her that he is trying to save her from his friend. Harley asks about the boxing glove. He tells her that he uses that arrow to knock out someone who is far away from him. Then she asks about where he is taking her. He tells her that he is taking her to the secret location. He tells her to hold an arrow but a gas starts releasing from that arrow and she faints. Now she wakes up in the arrow cave. Green Arrow tells her that she is protected here because Superman won't think that she is here, and even if he finds out, he won't be able to look through it because it is covered in lead. She starts making fun of his cave. That Arrow Cave is a stupid name because arrows are just objects. She starts taking gibberish and asks Green Arrow if he ever fell in love with someone who is wrong but still you want to be with them because going away from them will hurt even more. Green Arrow responds that Harley just described 3 of the women he has been with. Harley responds that she loves Joker even if he was crazy. Then she asks Green Arrow to laugh a little but he refuses. She wears a fake mustache and Green Arrow starts laughing.
Please subscribe and feel free to comment below if you have any questions about the comics.